energy. Let's go see Black Lives Matter Omaha. Let's see what's going on down here. Oh! Black Lives Matter Omaha pulling up deep as What up, guys? Fists up in solidarity. BLM Omaha pulling up. BLM Omaha pulling up deep. Oh my God, you guys gotta be out here to see this, man. Oh, he came back out. Hey, hundreds of people saw you get arrested and they thought that was trash. Can you tell us what happened?
Well, I mean, we were all up there just protesting,
I was there, yeah.
Some things were said, some, conversation. Mm-hmm. Somebody was accused of defacing the statue when he was just simply sitting on it, which I thought was kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
And then we get asked to, they ask us to, pretty much like leave the big area, even though right when we were in our previous area, people were revving their motorcycles really loud and everything. But I guess our being up there in our camp was a little too much for them. And
so what happened after you got arrested?
So after we got arrested, it was just pretty much just they put me in cuffs, they put me behind, and they ran me through. They just wrote me a ticket and everything.
They wrote you a ticket. What was the ticket for?
They wrote me a ticket for refusing to leave.
They wrote him a ticket for refusing to leave. How much is the ticket, if you don't mind us asking?
I'm not sure if it's determined yet. I have to go to court for it in a month. So, I have to go to court on the 10th of August at 1:30. It doesn't say anything about payment or anything like that. So I'm assuming I'll have to fight this. I'm going to fight this. Refusing to leave. I don't.
Damn. Should we start a petition?
I don't know. I really wish I could be here with you guys right now. I have to.
Yeah, no, go.
No, I'm not gonna. Oh. I just want to say one more thing. When I was arrested, I was leaving and everything, and I didn't say anything, and I guess,
Yeah, no, I got it all live. Hundreds of people saw it, and thousands of people will, so.
Yeah, so. I guess
So you're here with Black Lives Matter?
I'm here with Black Lives Matter.
You should go be with Black Lives Matter. Thank you.
Yep.
So we have more Black Lives Matter people over here. BLM Omaha. Tensioned. It's quiet. It's eerily quiet. And then you have this dude up here. If you can't see, right there it's spray painted Zachary Bearheels, Micah Taylor, James Scurlock, Breonna Taylor. These are people who lost their lives to police brutality and violence. Here, people came by. Last night, I believe, in spray painted, defund the police, fuck the police. Who are you really protecting? Justice for Breonna Taylor, justice for James, defund the police, no justice, no peace. It's quiet, but they're out there. They're out there.
Yes, we started.
They pulled up deep. So you guys are So they're moving down there to go be with Black Lives Matter. Up here, they still have the Blue Lives Matter. But they're still down there. Push me out of your
See, that's...
Huh? It was, yeah, that one right here.
One of my good friends' school is the omaha cop. Right over there. We have an understanding. That's the thing is, I'm not afraid of cops. I don't like, as a small white woman, I don't like being intimidated by people coming up like this. I don't like this. Even your stance right now is an intimidation. Exactly. But at the same time, if I'm a woman coming up and talking like this or like this.
So they're here paying attention to the Black Lives Matter protesters down there. Not really listening to what they have going on. You could move closer, right? Because sound carries, and it's louder, closer to the source. That's just science. So she's complaining that they can't hear, but they chose to be all the way back here. Man, you guys, it's getting hot. And not temperature-wise, I'm talking tension. It started with her and her son and a couple other people. Now look at how many people came from Omaha. And they decided to come all the way down here. He's a Trump supporter. And with Blue Lives Matter, he's with Black Lives Matter. Then you have another Trump supporter and Blue Lives Matter.
Can I interrupt you real quick? I apologize. You filmed that guy getting arrested, right?
Yeah.
This is a pamphlet that walks you through the process of filing a police complaint and then how to ask for a citizen review on that incident.
Okay.
Just in case.
Thank you. Why don't you go up there with your people? Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. You came down. Yeah, you're protesters. You're people, right? You're with them. I'm right here. Listen. Listen. Hey. Look.
Hey, come on now. Back him up, bro.
So the cops are redirecting him away.
Bye-bye. 400 years.
400 years. 400 years. And you act like you forgot.
sprayed. They get sprayed. And oh my God! Well, the one that was crying told me something minutes ago. Yeah, that's right. Go ahead. What's coming? All right, that's all you got to say. That's all you got to say, bro.
Black Lives Matter, Omaha. We're in Omaha, live in Omaha. It is 10:18 in the morning, and they pulled up deep. There was a Blue Lives Matter protest that's still going on. No, they pulled up deep in support of Blue Lives Matter and the current regime and Donald. And that gentleman over there, his mom, and I believe another woman were here. And then more and more people showed up. I told people to share on the live stream, and more people pulled up. There we go, Centrell. You guys know him. What up? How you doing? Centrell, tell the people how you feeling this morning. It's early, but we are out here. Ready for a movement. Hashtag ready for a movement. Energy. She has a sign that says back the blue, 640 viewers. Analytics, Taylor, analytics, please.
They can do everything they want, but we can't do nothing. They want to embarrass themselves, let them embarrass themselves. They can do what they want, but we can't do nothing.
No, they're hungry for equality.
From our University of Nebraska at Omaha, right across the street. Joined law enforcement after previous service in the security service of the United States Air Force. He works for engagement and enforcement, especially with young people, and as a special project called Operation Next. Please welcome Captain Hudson.
First of all, I want to thank God from whom all my blessings flow. For asking me to speak today. For those who don't know my background, I'm a native of Omaha, born and raised off of 28th and Laurel Avenue. Thank you all for coming together to support our law enforcement community for the hard work that we do each and every day. As someone from and still part of this community, and having served this community as a law enforcement officer for over 25 years, I have a unique perspective on law enforcement and community relations. Over the years, I have seen a change in how law enforcement and community interact with each other. I'm old enough to remember when Officer Friendly came to my elementary school to introduce himself. I can still remember the sense of respect everyone had for the officer. Those days quickly passed and ushered in were different crime-fighting strategies such as weed and seed, zero tolerance, and the war on drugs. That era is now past, and as my pastor would say, we grow through what we go through. Valuable lessons were learned. One of the most important was if we're going to effectively combat crime, we must not only involve the community, but also have a positive relationship with the community. The time to build meaningful relationships is not in the middle of a crisis or chaotic situation. These relationships must be nurtured over time. To get there, we must have what I call the 3 C's: communication, collaboration, and compassion. The communication must be
Front and center, justice for James Scurlock.
with both willing to have
We don't support the blue until they support the black. Charge Jake. Murder is murder. Law is a law. Charge Jake. If it was us, we'd be charged. Justice for James. Justice for James.
Essential services are delivered in a fair, impartial, and unbiased manner. Collaborations such as partnering with the Empowerment Network, the Black Police Officers Association, the North Omaha Neighborhood Alliance, and the NAACP, just to name a few. Lastly, we all must show compassion. We get compassion by humanizing one another. Most interactions will lead to a less us versus them mentality. In the end, we're all trying to reach the same goal, which is to have a safe and inclusive community, one in which everyone is treated with dignity and respect. I say all that to say this. Dulles County law enforcement agencies in our community, in my humble opinion, have a very good relationship. This relationship has been cultivated over time and is still being refined with each and every positive communication, collaboration, and compassionate act. Now, I'm not naive. I know that we still have work to be done, but this is where I feel we have the best advantage over other communities. We have law enforcement and community leaders that are 100% engaged, responsive, and committed. These leaders are willing to put in the hard work to ensure this community remains an inclusive community. A community where open dialogue is not only welcomed, but encouraged. In closing, I want to say that over the past several weeks, I have witnessed firsthand the best that law enforcement in this community has to offer. To that, I want to say thank you.
When we were in
To the law enforcement
the
officers,
black officer was pushing us and telling us to go. They arrested a white guy.
to the law enforcement officers, thank you for working tirelessly through the COVID-19 pandemic, while at the same time worrying about your health and that of your family. Thank you for coming together as one unit to protect the constitutionally held right of our citizens to peacefully assemble. And thank you for marching side by side with our community in a show of solidarity. To the community, thank you for supporting us and providing us with input on how we can better deliver our law enforcement services. Lastly, I want to send a special thank you to the spouses and families of law enforcement officers. We as law enforcement officers, we choose this profession, our families did not. We choose to deal with the dangers Our families do not. Our families know each day when we go out to serve and protect our communities, there's a real possibility that we may not return home. To those spouses and families of law enforcement officers, thank you for your continued support and dedication, not only to us, but also to the law enforcement profession. You are the true unsung heroes. Thank you.
That's a lie. That is a lie. That is a lie.
She said that is a lie if you did not hear her.
A wonderful message, Captain Hudson.
I have
Thank
the
you
right
very
to
much
speak, sweetheart, and so
for
do
being
you.
with us today
I
and
don't
for
care.
those
I'm
very
respected.
encouraging comments.
I am respected, but that is a lie.
A 28-year
Yes.
veteran of the Omaha Police
Yes.
Department, Sergeant Meg Fricky, has been serving us in a variety of capacities. I personally recognize her as the voice of the Omaha Police Department, and as a great communicator to keep us all informed about that positive relationship that we do have in Omaha with all of our law enforcement, and we're very lucky compared to most every other place in the country.
I have the right to speak. I'm
She
also
served
proud
in
of brother.
Desert Storm, the Persian Gulf War, and Operation Desert Storm, and was instrumental in organizing the women's honor flight to Washington, D.C., that I think was very well appreciated by so many who have served in uniform who are female. We appreciate that very, very much. She works hard every day to be the voice of the men and women
I'm gonna be quiet.
who preserve and secure a peaceful civil environment, a respectful civil environment in the city of Omaha.
This woman is telling her to hush.
Good morning. First, I want to thank you, Bill, for asking me to come and share my story. My talk's a little different than the other ones. He asked me to share with all of you not how I became a police officer, but actually why I became a police officer. And so I had to think about it, but growing up in a large family, we didn't have many extras. And my dad, he'd been in the service, and he always instilled in every one of us how thankful we should be that we were born into this free country.
You're excused.
My dad always was such a model of how to navigate a joyful life through compassion, hard work, integrity, faith, and trust. And I always wanted to do something meaningful and be like my dad, but I just didn't know what that was going to look like. When I was in middle school, two things happened. First, I had Mr. Gillen for my required American history class. And I met a new girl, Linda. She had just moved in down the street. And if you think back in life, timing really is everything. I really remember Mr. Gillen as the most passionate teacher I ever learned from. His class was very hard, but
Omaha
he really
BLM,
instilled
pull
in
up.
us how passionate he was about what he did. And through his class, I learned the full understanding of the foundation of the United States. I mean, today I can close my eyes right here and see myself reciting the Gettysburg Address aloud to him and the entire class. It was just one of the requirements of everybody who took his class. At the same time, Linda and I were becoming very good friends, and I spent an awful lot of time at her house. And over time, I learned that her dad was an Omaha police officer. He was a real tall, quiet man, but he just really oozed calm. He had lots and lots of hobbies, but the one I really was intrigued by was wood carving. And Linda and I would watch him in the garage, and he would carve and tell us stories about his job. I think after a while, it was just he and I in the garage, because I think Linda had heard all these stories many, many times. And he just had a way of telling a story about a tragedy or a bank robbery, scary encounter, or a terrible car wreck. He would explain to me what was important for him to go and help people and make things better. And he could find like the silver lining or a positive tidbit in every scenario. And I tell you, I was hooked. I knew I had found my thing. And I just knew I wanted to do what he did. Every day he got to do those things that my dad talked about. Caring and serving others, making things better than the way you found them, and living life joyfully. And that's really the story of why I became a policeman. And every one of us, we have a story of how we got where we are. So when you see me, I want you to know I'm not just a policeman. I'm a mother, I'm a wife, a sister, a daughter, a neighbor, a citizen, and a friend. I'm just the same as everyone else here.
Okay, I cannot tell if emotions are naturally high or if they're acted. I can't, honestly, you know how I say emotions are very high? I cannot tell if her emotions are genuine. I cannot tell if her emotions are genuinely high.
I was lucky to join the Omaha Police Department back in 1992. And I've truly been blessed to spend the past 22 plus years working with